ducked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Singletary will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken at the 37. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Allen. Field is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56.
Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Cleveland. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Brissett to throw on first. That one caught by Felton. Oh, he's got a little just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're hurting themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. One first down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 33. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 52 yards. And the Chiefs will extend. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Philadelphia. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes now to throw.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
This down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
19 right. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's got some space here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got it down to the 28.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played three quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try to... And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.